Alright, so I got a game banned off of Roblox, or did I? So some of you might already know what this video is about. For the people that don't know what's going on, a few days ago, I made a video talking about the Roblox game, The Outlaw, which I'll put footage of it up in the background. That's what you're seeing right now, and it is a game inspired by Roblox Jailbreak. Now, I put it in quotation marks, inspired, simply because it really wasn't. It was more stolen, but that's what they say. The developers say it was inspired. We'll talk more on that later. And well, anyway, in that video, I talked about how this game stole a few things from Jailbreak, mainly the weapon system. As you guys can see, the weapon system in this game is exactly the same as Jailbreak. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with how programming works. Again, I'm not an expert, but I've taken my fair share of coding classes, so I know a little bit about how it works. And programming is a lot like writing a book. If I were to tell you guys to rewrite the last book you read, you would probably be able to do it, you know, an okay job with it, but you wouldn't be able to rewrite it word for word. Things would be a little bit different here and there. And it's the same with code. So if you were to ask a developer to make a game similar to Jailbreak or a weapon system similar to Jailbreak, you could do that, but it wouldn't be exactly the same because that's impossible. Or it's impossible without stealing it, I should say, because that's what happened here. As you can see, the weapon systems are exactly the same, and the only way that's possible is because they stole the code. Now, anyway, I made this video, and literally a day later, the game got banned off of Roblox. Their entire group got banned off of Roblox, and a lot of people have been calling me out for getting it banned. And well, I want to say right off the bat, I didn't get the game banned. I don't work at Roblox. I'm guessing some people think I work there. I don't have Roblox's phone number. I can't just call them and tell them to ban people or ban games. I don't have that power. I'm just a guy that makes, you know, Roblox videos. I don't have the power to ban games. That's just not in my repertoire. But anyway, the game got banned. People were mad at me, and a few days later, yesterday, the game got unbanned. I don't know how or why it got unbanned, but it did. It got unbanned. And a lot of people are still mad at me, and mainly mad at username 2. So let's talk about the situation, because it is a lovely situation. So first off, I want to talk about my claims that the Outlaw stole Jailbreak's code. Now, number one, I do have proof for this. I have direct screenshots of the code in the Outlaw and the code in Jailbreak, and they're literally the exact same. Like, I mean, word for word, letter for letter, it's copy and paste. It's the exact same. Now, unfortunately, I cannot show that evidence in a YouTube video, because if I did, I would just be pasting Jailbreak's code on the internet, and obviously Bad CC and Asimo do not want that. Now, I don't know how they have their code. I know a lot of people have told me it's not possible, but I promise you it is the exact same code. If you'd like to see it, feel free to contact Asimo and Bad CC or the developers of Outlaw, because obviously they have it too. But what I can show you is this here. Now, what this is it's pictures of Jailbreak's replicated storage and Outlaw's replicated storage. And as you can see, they are exactly the same word for word. The Outlaw starter GUI and the Jailbreak starter GUI is also exactly the same word for word. Again, this isn't possible unless they straight up stole it. So that right there should be enough evidence they stole the code. That's it. But I didn't want to just end it there. I wanted to get to the bottom of this, because I don't hate this game. I don't hate these developers. I'm not really a hating person. I like getting to the bottom of things. So I went and asked the developers, I'm like, what is going on with this? Why did you guys steal the code? What's going on? Now, all of this is coming from the developers of The Outlaw, so keep that in mind, but this is what they told me. They told me that what happened is a few months after Roblox Jailbreak came out, a game came out called KreekCraft. You guys may have heard of it, and it was a game inspired by Jailbreak. Now, I say inspired in quotation marks again, because that game itself copied a lot from Jailbreak. And I don't mean that they had the same robberies or the same cars or anything. I mean, they actually legit stole the same, like, textures and meshes. KreekCraft had gotten caught in the past a few times directly stealing the texture of trees, directly stealing the meshes and textures of the roads, and directly stealing the meshes of the buildings from Jailbreak. Like, I mean, directly stealing. Again, I don't know how they did that. I'm not a Roblox developer, but they did. This was a long time ago, but if I can find some proof of it, I'll put it up on the screen. If it's not up on the screen, then this was like 2 years ago, so I may or may not have it, but if I have it, it's on the screen. See that? You see that right there? See these so like runway path here? Well, check this out. So they were using the same runway path for the roads here, and as you guys can see, okay, so Asimo 3089, this is his runway path file. This is it right here. You can see the ID is 2957 2914 2957. That's the ID for Asimo's runway that he uses in Jailbreak that he designed on March 14, 2019, and it is not for sale, meaning that nobody else can use it or get it. Well, here's the thing. Inside of this game here, all right, you know, right there is the runway file. Now, you might be thinking it's a different runway, but check this out. Someone who works on the game sent me this, and take a look at this. There's the texture, and let's look at the ID here. Let's compare the IDs, okay? 2957. Let's try this again. 2957. 291457. Now, if we scroll back on over here to Asimo's texture, we can see it's the same thing. 2957, 291457. They're literally using Asimo's private texture. Anyway, okay, the game stole like textures of roads from Jailbreak. Okay, not really that big of a deal, whatever. Well, apparently after that, there was some developer drama in the group, and a few of the group wanted to go and make their own game called The Outlaw. So what they did was they took the code from KreekCraft and copied and pasted it, a lot of it, over into The Outlaw, and boom, you have their new game, The Outlaw. Now, apparently before they did that, KreekCraft had gotten, you know, their hands on Jailbreak's code, namely the weapon system code, and that was in the game, and that was part of what got copied and pasted over. Again, I don't know if all of this is true or not. This is just what the developers of The Outlaw told me. And so that's why The Outlaw had Jailbreak's weapon system. They copied and pasted all of this over, and according to them, they were working on recoding the game to make it not copied, but that's neither here nor there. The game got banned, and now we're in all this drama. Now, I've talked to the developers, and they have said that they're going to keep The Outlaw shut down for a few months while they completely recode the game. Again, I don't know if they mean like copy and pasting stuff over or completely recoding it. I don't know, but that's what they said. And I kind of want to talk about this. Now, as a YouTuber, you have to keep yourself professional whenever you do something like make games on Roblox, and money is involved. You know, players can go and they can buy game passes in your game, or likewise with YouTubers, you guys can buy a member from me and get stuff. You know, you have to keep yourself professional. So like if I made a YouTube video where I just took my shirt off and danced around like a chicken, probably wouldn't be too professional from me, and a lot of people probably wouldn't find that too fun. Actually, you guys probably would find that fun. What am I joking? You guys are probably find that super funny and make tons of memes off of it. Like, what am I even saying at this point? But anyway, let's just say most YouTubers probably wouldn't be able to get away with that thing, right? It probably wouldn't be too professional. And by the way, I'm not going to do that, so don't even bother asking in the comments. It's not happening. My point being, though, is whenever you are a Roblox game developer or a game developer or anything like that, and you are making a game for the public to play and they can buy stuff in your game, there's a certain level of professionalism you have to have. Now, no matter whose fault it is here, the fact of the matter is the game had stolen assets in it, had stolen scripts in it, and I myself, I don't know about you guys, but I myself consider that pretty unprofessional. I'm not calling anyone out here, and I'm not saying this to hate on anything. I'm just commenting on the situation. But obviously, when you have a game and you know it has stolen scripts in it, illegally copyrighted scripts in it, why in the world would you publish the game to the public? That is one of the dumbest things. That's like robbing a bank, taking the money back to your house, and then broadcasting the money on live TV that you robbed the bank. Like, why would you, what? And that kind of leads me into my other point here. Inspiration versus copying. I see this word thrown out all the time. Kreek, they didn't copy it. They were just inspired by it. Now let's talk about inspiration versus copy. Look, I've had my problems with Mad City in the past. You guys know EA City and all that. But the fact of the matter is, Mad City, I almost called it EA City again. Mad City did not copy Jailbreak. There is no part of Mad City that was copied and pasted from Jailbreak. Yeah, they have the same robberies, but they're completely different on the inside. The weapons work different, the cars work different, the game looks different. It's completely different. Yeah, the game's theme is similar in that you break out of prison and you rob stuff in the game, but everything else is completely different. How the game feels is completely different. And it's the same thing with the new game coming out, the new Jailbreak game coming out, the Prison Showdown game. Yes, you break out of a prison. Yes, there's a cop team and a prisoner team. Yes, you rob stores, but the cars are completely different. The weapons are completely different. The game feels completely different. The theme is completely different. And the combat system is completely different. They're different games. That is inspiration, okay? Copying is not inspiration. I think the best example is this. If I put a picture of Jailbreak and Mad City side by side, you can tell they're different games. But if I put a picture of Jailbreak and The Outlaw side by side, in certain scenarios, they look pretty much like the same game. The themes are the same, the building design is the same, the combat system was stolen, so I mean, obviously it's the same, but most of it's the same. And so whenever you're a game developer, obviously you can take inspiration from stuff, but your ideas need to be original. They need to be captivating, and they need to be something fun and unique. Otherwise, nobody's gonna play it, and we're gonna end up in scenarios and situations like this. It's like Username and I. We both make pretty much the same type of videos. He makes Roblox Jailbreak videos. I make Roblox Jailbreak videos. He makes videos on how to make a lot of money in Jailbreak. I do the same thing, but ultimately our videos are completely different simply because my personality and his personality is completely different, okay? Yes, we make similar videos. Yes, we take inspiration from each other quite a bit, but ultimately at the end of the day, we are completely different. Now, like I mentioned before, I don't hate these developers, but what you ultimately run into the problem with here is once you have been caught for stealing something, no one's ever gonna believe you again. And that's kind of ultimately the problem here. Like, the issue is now that these guys have been caught for stealing scripts, the next game they make, nobody's gonna want to play it because, oh wow, those are the guys that, like, they will forever be known as the guys that stole Jailbreak's code. That's it. You know, it's like if I walked up to Username and punched him in the face, obviously I'd go to jail for that, but I would forever be known as the guy that punched the Username in the face, you know, like no matter what I did, that's what I would be known as. No, I don't want to punch Username in the face. I think he's a pretty cool dude. All I'm saying is if you do something extraordinarily stupid, like stealing scripts and then publishing it on the internet, obviously that's what the internet's going to remember you for, and this is that situation. But that's really all I got to say about that. Hopefully this clears some stuff up. Hopefully, I know the developers will watch this, and hopefully they take some advice from this. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation down in the comment section below. I don't like drama. This is probably gonna be hopefully the last thing I have to say on this. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you guys, you know, want to punch me in the face. If you want to punch KreekCraft in the face, hit that subscribe button. I'm joking. If you do, hit, you know, go ahead. Subscribe if you don't, subscribe too. Use star code RealKreek when you're buying your Robux and Premium, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!